We are back! And now we will hopefully get through a big part of the Darknights memoir, which I am very excited about. I think the last time we played, Inez and W were together, and they spotted someone running off in the distance. So I guess we'll start. What the heck? The sarcasm stopped. The burning ruins collapsed in towards the center. Those monstrous creatures looked down on us from above. A woman suddenly emerged from the center of the circle. A very strange woman. She wasn't sarcasm. She stood in the center of the battlefield, her expression unchanging. Inez was trembling, but I couldn't tell you why. The explosion must have damaged my hearing. I couldn't hear what they were saying, but I knew they were afraid. Was it because of her? No, their attention was focused in another direction, on someone else. In the seconds before I lost consciousness, I saw a sarcasm, an unthreatening, slender sarcasm. They, for the moment, sarcasm must. You will... What? She is heavily injured. If we don't do something now... If he finds this place, we're out of time. Kaltze, give me a hand. Ah, fine. Oh, is it Rhodes Islands? Where am I? On a landship. Landship? How are we still alive? If you're gonna screw around, can you leave me out of it? Long story short, we got rescued. So where are we? The main convoy. This is the landship we are protecting. Now it's hauling our wounded. Looks like it's still under construction. Can't tell how it all fits together. Weird. But the shadow I saw, it was... some questions are better left unanswered. What about Hodor? He's with the client, or he's talking to the boss of this place. Right. If you're still hanging around here, Hodor must be fine. Oh, their fights are so funny. So, what's the deal with the boss of this place? You look nervous. I don't need to blind myself with the Organium arts to figure that out. Don't tell me you think I'm hanging out here because I care about you. Definitely not. So, what's the reason? I guess I just feel bad for him. Who knows what kinds of monsters are in that room with him? Monsters? How rude. Try to relax. Nervousness will only drag down our efficiency. Efficiency? Of course she's like that. But that's true. You did the best you could. The leak was our fault. We don't really look for faults on the battlefield. I know who I'm dealing with. Good. But I can't say I expected that commander to be one of Her Majesty's own. You're a lot stronger than I expected. I haven't had a chance to thank you yet, Dr. Kaltze. Teresa's the one you should be thanking. What's that about me? Huh. Your Majesty! We're not in Castile anymore. Let's not stand on ceremony. We're here to sit down and talk, Hodor. By your command. And the one in the coat there must be... Oh, it's us. I hope you don't mind. It's very important that the doctor be well aware of any new intelligence. Thank you for understanding. It really is a landship, but it's pretty big, huh? Oh, is that why she acts like she knew our identities in the story? That makes a lot of sense. There are parts that look new, but some bits are so old they're practically falling apart. I think this is from Rim Billiton.
Oh, so sorry. They're still building this place. Dr. Kaltzit said not to go any deeper. It's dangerous.
Wait a second, is that Amia? Or no, maybe she's too small to be Amia. Uh-huh. Okay, I'll go somewhere else.
Thanks.
What a nice kid. With those ears, she's definitely not Sarkaz. Come to think of it, that one lady who sucks even more than Ines, that doctor, she isn't a Sarkaz either. What's going on here? Look around the middle of a battlefield and nobody is Sarkaz? How could you be jammed again? Huh?
Happy place closure. That's only the 7th short circuit today.
The 7th short circuit? Kind of embarrassing for a genius engineer, huh? What if we invested in a new set of doors? That'd save some time.
Oh, well, we have so many wounded to take care for. Their provisions are rather expensive in both manpower and resources. Wouldn't giving up be an even bigger embarrassment?
Okay, Your Majesty. Give me 3 days. If I can't fix it in 3 days, I'll take the whole security control system apart and reinstall it.
Reinstall? You could do that?
I don't know who built these mysterious systems and then buried them out in Rim Billiton somewhere. Then if we can't figure it out, we'll just have to replace it with something we can. Easy peasy.
Well, I'll leave you to it then.
Roger that.
Rhodes Island. How long will it be until you're up and running?
Rhodes Island?
Oh, I remember you were with Hodor. You regained consciousness? Your wounds were quite serious.
Did I scare her? I'm W, the mercenary. I'm looking for Captain Hodor and I kinda got lost.
Be careful where you wander. This place is still being built. There are a lot of exposed wires. You could get shocked. But I have a feeling such caution is second nature to you, no? W, was it? You may call me Teresa. Hodor had words with the doctor after our meeting. I believe he should be heading back to his room in medical by now. Don't make them worry. You ought to head back too.
Teresa, Your Majesty?
Oh? Well, we're not in Castle anymore. No need for titles.
Okay, Teresa, Majesty. Why were you wrestling with the door just now? And that short girl there is an engineer, right? I mean, it's just a door.
It's not just a door.
Okay.
How many things are there totally unworthy of my attention?
So what's Rhodes Island?
Oh, you heard that. That's the name of this vessel. Although it has not yet been officially christened, that is the name I wish for it. Maybe it's just my whimsy. The Dr. Kaltzit may reject its true name.
True name for this landship?
You saw, this vessel wasn't built in Castel. Searching deep in the oldest records we have, I came across that name. Rhodes Island. I'm not actually sure what it means. Kaltzit should know more. But that is what I wanted to name it. It already had a name after all.
Her Majesty Teresa fought against the regent who's usurped Casdell. She personally brought together more than half the Sarkaz clans. And she's fixing a door herself.
What's wrong? You have an odd expression on your face.
Would it be considered improper to laugh in front of Your Majesty?
No, but neither Kaltzit nor the doctor are the laughing type, and the warriors have too much on their plates for such frivolity. I would quite like it if you all would smile. But that is perhaps an extravagant hope. I understand the pressure I've placed on everyone.
So I'm cool to laugh then?
Yes?
Nah, the magic's gone. Can't do it.
Why do I feel like that's my fault?
Well, I wouldn't dare.
What about you?
What about me?
I am Teresa. This is Rhodes Island, and you are?
W.
That's not what I meant. W is a mercenary codename. I want to know your true name, the one that represents you. You need not cloak yourself in a disguise tainted by war. This goes beyond names. Let's just say I'm nosy. Oh, forgive me. You don't have a name?
It's pretty common for Sarkaz born in Kazdel. We don't really care much for our names. People forget them all the time. What's the point of making an effort to remember a name? I am so jealous. I wish I could do that, but you know, I always need to try to remember names. If only I had some kind of like Pokédex, but for people, so I know who they are and their name. Oh, and maybe something that says, this is what this person likes, this is what this person hates, or something like that. Maybe socializing will be a lot easier like that.
I don't want to forget them. I can't forget them. If you wait for the dust to settle in Castle until you're no longer W, we could speak like this again. Maybe then you could have a more fitting name, a proper name for a Sarkaz woman like yourself. Like Rhodes Island, a name makes things feel so much warmer, doesn't it?
I never really thought about it. Teresa, message. Casdel's on the move. The doctor is getting ready.
Alright, I'm on my way. W? Oh yeah, I'm here. If you're willing to fight for us still, you'll always be welcome here, no matter what.
I'm not going to criticize Teresa's decision, but don't expect too warm a welcome. I've seen your record. You're dangerous. Oh, sane? You're recovering fast, but not enough to have you wandering around as you please. Go back to bed before we have to have someone carry you there. I realized later, I never dared to look Teresa in the eye. Why? She looked so naive. It wasn't the look of a leader at the head of one of the armies in our cruel war. Is naive the word? You don't have eyes like that when you're naive. Such sad eyes. And those two were always at her side, it seemed. If only I could stand with them. What kind of sights would I see? That hood, is that the doctor they were talking about? Is that person looking for my way? What the? Why? Am I scared? Scared of what? That person gives off a pretty normal vibe, but no, it's too vague. I never seen anyone that weird before. That's so sad. Oh, that's Babel's battlefield commander. I remember now. The doctor, huh? I'm starting to get why Inez wouldn't go near Her Majesty. Maybe it'd be better to look out for myself every once in a while. But I'm not sure why. When it comes to Teresa, I never really knew why. Call it a whim, Hodor and the others would understand.
I am your shadow.
What, already? Oh no, there was one right there.
In position.
So fast. Dang. Okay, good.
Everyone, follow me.
Already? Good. This should be enough.
中よ。
いや悪いね。
Goo!
信徒じゃないよ。
Everyone, follow me. In position and ready to light 'em up.
Okay, okay. Just need... Yikes.
Everyone, follow me.
I think this should be good. Oh no.
Thrust. この一本が最後だ。外は危ないからね。
There.
Ready for action. I'm listening. Your orders, please. Here I am. This one's for you.
Deactivate that.
Freeze. I'll hear you. Here I am.
I think I should be fine. Let's speed it up.
There you are.
You'll have to try harder than that.
There you are.
Oh no! No!
Mission accomplished.
But I mean, at least I finished the mission.
行きましょう。
Wait up, the enemy's here. Their base camp is pretty crude and their numbers are sparse and spread out. They must not have noticed us yet. As long as they remain stationed here, they should be on standby. We should take the initiative. But as soon as they realize they're under attack, they'll immediately become combat ready. We won't have much leeway here. It's quite simple. We can devour them all one by one. They won't even have a chance to fight back.
Why can't everyone try to get along?
加減はしますよ。
相手のターゲットは誰かな。
Should be good.
食ってねえのか。全力で来い。
Oh no. Need more. Long distance, come on.
I won't sleep on the job. Here I am. Leave it to us.
信号は安定。いつこれで分かったでしょ。
No.
I'm ready to fight. There you are.
Okay, okay. It's fine.
Stay calm. Stand by. I'll show them what I can do. Take aim. ポートキャリブレーション中よ。
No choice. Uh-oh.
Deploying.
So many.
Here I am.
Got it.
この一本ここね。Hey, aim.
誰が戦場で旗を武器にするんだよ。
There we go. Now should be fine. I hope.
Down you go.
I think we're close. Let's make it faster.
Standing by. I'll show them what I can do. Here I am. 家まで送ろうか。
信号は安定。いつでも行けるよ。
Yeah! That wasn't bad.
行きましょう。
Yes, skip that. Yes. I guess this.
夜ご飯までに終わりゃいいけどさ。
Behind. One more. Right here.
加減はしますよ。
Deployed. Laying out the welcome mat.
Yes.
どこに向かえばいい？ウォーミングアップはここまでだ。
Welcome mat set.
Got it. Got the welcome mat.
In position and ready to light 'em up.
Setting up.
Stay calm.
Okay, okay. Set this up.
Setting up.
Okay. This should be good.
Need some fire to turn up the heat. Panicking just spreads the fire faster.
Okay, set up that.
Freeze.
Welcome mat set.
There.
射撃補助モジュ
Down you go.
Think this should make it fine.
Down you go.
Welcome mat set.
Think we're almost done. Yep, we're almost done. Wherever you are. Oh, wait, it's these three.
この一本が最後だからちょい待ち。あんたそれ隠れられてないよ。
Laying out the welcome mat.
Where should I?
Freeze!
Oh, they're coming. Perfect. There's just one more. Aim!
Setting up.
One more. And down.
Accomplished.
I was really into that one.
You've decided.
Sounds like you aren't asking, Dr. Calcit. Sorry, I just realized. I'm supposed to call you Lord Calcit.
There's no point in talking about that now.
Wait a second, she's part of Casdell? Oh, so that's why they were saying that she brought one of her own with her. Gosh.
I just want to express my disappointment at your decision. You could have been a great help to Teresa.
Her Majesty came to me alone after the last mission.
Sounds like her.
She says she remembered me, where I came from in Casdell. The huge industrial district and the endless rotten crime-ridden city of death that stretches out around it. The influx of refugees growing the slums up, skyward. How many nobles do you think there are in Casdell? How many of them are Sarkaz who gave themselves some stupid title in an even stupider war?
As many as there are weeds in the garden.
That's a good one. They are like weeds. Her Majesty might remember. I appreciate her kindness. She remembers the last bit of humanity left in the Sarkaz. She's the only one who could. So why are you trying to escape?
Put it a little rougher. Why don't you, Doctor?
Inez, Dr. Calcit has done a lot for us. You know that.
No offense intended. If you decided to leave, I have no right to stop you. You can go and be free, travel the world as mercenaries. You don't need me to tell you that.
Right.
But what about the other Sarkaz?
W has her own plans. And it's not like we have the power to make every mercenary follow the rules.
That's how mercenaries are.
It's a lot harder to keep order with these free spirits than with big standing armies.
But some lost Sarkaz warriors could stand to learn from you. That which you seek. Regardless, you've chosen your path. Even if it's a dead end. Thank you for the follow, Reaper.
Us mercenaries only know how to dive into war, to hide ourselves in the smoke from its wake of ruin.
I hope that works out for you.
Thanks.
There are barely any Sarkaz still following us.
A lot of them decided to stay, but there's an even more who don't get to pick where their home is anymore.
The camp's gone. The only equipment left is the bottom of the barrel stuff Babel left us.
We're more like campers going mountain climbing than mercenaries at this point. It's always been like that, all the way back to when we first met in that birch grove and decided to carve our own path. Good thing Dr. Calcit gave us a few special contracts. At least we'll be able to get by.
If we're still going to be running errands for her, what difference does it make whether we leave Babel or not?
We're just a team of mercenaries fighting to make a profit, taking a lucrative contract.
You're lying to yourself. Wait, where's our flag?
I kept it, and everything else. If I'm gonna lie to myself, might as well be thorough about it. You remember, right? Back then, whenever a standard bearer fell, another would always step up right away. From the west to the east, becoming a mercenary, then all the way back here. That whole time, this flag never fell. Up until the 70th, or maybe 80th standard bearer died. He impaled his own abdomen with the flagpole to keep it up. Ugh, that sounds horrible. When we were escorting the Rhodes Island landship, those enemies, those monsters from Casdell shredded our lines like paper. When that happened, it was just a kid holding the flag. The enemy had the high ground. Arts rained down around us like a mudslide. Before Dr. Calcit arrived, there was pretty much nothing we could do to fight back. The flags are all in tatters. Yes, but I've still got hands. I could hold up a flagpole. I never liked flying a merc flag. They should have been stomped into the mud a long time ago.
How many vets from the old days are still alive?
You and me. Let's not waste any more time.
Hey, Hodor. Did you leave W with Her Majesty on purpose?
What do you think about Her Majesty and Calcit? And especially that doctor?
Never took you for the gossipy type.
Just making small talk. You didn't use your arts once the whole time you were there. That's not like you. I was worried maybe...
I didn't have the guts. Not with the way Dr. Calcit was looking at me. She's an unknown quantity.
Right. Better not to dig too deep. Just knowing who that Calcit is.
But I might have accidentally taken a peek at Her Majesty. My arts can't look directly into people's minds, more like I can get a feel for them by looking over their shadows. Her Majesty is very special. She's tragic, but extremely resilient and gentle. Dr. Calcit is strange. She has this almost mechanical feel to her, but like a machine. How can I put it? Full of humanity.
You're talking about Calcit?
You can't feel it, can you? She sees us all as equals. She didn't call us devils.
Maybe just because Her Majesty was there. What about the one they just called the doctor?
Let's put it like this. The soldiers are the pawns in the game. The commander is the player. When I saw the doctor, I was struck with the feeling that I'm always gonna be a pawn.
That one's not a battlefield commander. The doctor runs the whole war.
That's not why. Do you know what the biggest difference is between the piece and the player?
No, but why are you talking like W now? You were always impatient. Never heard you talking in riddles like this before.
A chess player's main focus is never on the pieces or even the game. It's always on the other player. You always want to beat an even match. After a win, the player goes home to a nice hot meal. The pieces get popped back into the box and stashed away. The player gets to sleep, wake up, walk, and talk. The pieces just sit there in the cupboard. We're all objects, inanimate objects. There was only one person, one thing really alive on that battlefield, and it was that one. If we're still gonna call ourselves people, then well, the doctor's something else.
Okay then, I think it's safe to say we agree on that one.
But it looks like Her Majesty, Calcit, and whoever else don't really mind. Dr. Calcit's always been careful, and even though we weren't working together for very long, I got the impression their troops are kind of in the dark about it.
I told W, some things are already starting to change.
Leaving might be the right call. Wait, you still didn't answer my question. If we're on the same page, why'd you leave W there then?
Are you worried about her?
So what if I am? Answer me already.
For insurance. Just in case one day we have switched sides. Or do you think the regent, Her Majesty's brother, will open his heart and say, all is forgiven, and keep letting us raid the Lateranos? I want to get away from this war. I'm sick of fighting our own people. And we've already suffered enough. Don't get me wrong. W buying us some insurance wasn't the original plan. But her face lit up when I told her she could stay.
What an ingrate.
She has a soft spot for her even if she doesn't admit it. You've taken to our work unexpectedly quickly. And that goes for your two friends as well. Though they didn't accept the doctor's invitation to stay, they still performed their work admirably.
So, did Teresa say anything?
If you seek Her Majesty's praise, you may petition from the audience with her yourself. Assuming that you can avoid Mrs. Calcit, that is.
There goes that idea. That bitch is stuck to Teresa like glue. What a headache. Anyway, where are they now?
And yet you still intend to seek her out.
I just want to go take a look. Can't get chewed out for doing that, right?
Now, who's the bigger headache?
Hey, I worked my ass off to dig out 7 spies stuck in with your refugees. 7! And a caster too. Do you know how hard that was?
Keep it down. Your presence as well as the details of your mission are both confidential. Shh! That was your job, and if I recall correctly, the doctor asked you to keep at least one alive.
Yeah, the alive part is trickier than you think.
Guy offed himself before I could even murk him. What's a girl supposed to do? They're on the bridge. Amiya should be there too. You talk like you remember all these names, as if I care. That's your business. Just a moment. What's that in your hand? Oh, this? A little camera that I yoinked from one of the spies. Pretty rare, huh? Don't tell me you're going to. What? Is the Sarkaz gonna pass up an opportunity to get a selfie with Her Majesty? Well, if Miss Calcutta apprehends you as a spy, don't expect me to bail you out. Sure. How those spies manage to get in here anyway? Don't you think we've been going at our fights kind of weird lately? That's not an area where you and I should be pointing fingers. If you're dissatisfied, take it up with the doctor. The doctor, huh? Maybe next time then. Oh, I guess she doesn't really like the doctor. Over there, sure enough, that's all of them. I'm gonna lie low for a sec. What's with the tiny bunny? That little shit's ears are blocking Teresa. Uh-oh, counts it. She's not coming over here? Did she not see me? Damn it. What's the doctor doing here? Get that one in my picture and it's 100% cursed. Aw, Teresa's laughing. Screw it. I won't get another opportunity like this. Cheese. W, do you even know what's going on right now? Probably better than you do. I'm the one actually down on the battlefield putting in work, Dr. K. It's fine, Kalsa. There's no need to be angry. W is so cute. Ugh, what a bitch. All that over a stupid picture? But you might not like the next job so much, Mr. Captive. Come on, don't be so nervous. You brave enough to get so close to the speaker's office. Surely you came prepared to have your cover blown. And I'm in a pretty bad mood, so you're not going to have a good time. Try to off yourself? Oh, don't rush it. We're not ready for that. Not until I ask you some questions first. Now, what was it? What happened at the Battle of the Mill last month? What reason do you have to be here? Why are you so close to the capital? What are you after? Who do you answer to? What were you trying to give Teresa? Oh, take your time. No need to knee-jerk me an answer here. What I really want to know is, say there's an Unraveling needle hovering by that eye you can't close. If I was to slowly push it in at a speed of 3 milliliters per second, would you be afraid? Dang, she's intense. Hodor's prediction was correct. The war is starting to change. But to be honest, I lost interest in watching the situation in Kazdal unfold. Not like it affects me anyway. I'm just worried about Teresa. Even though seeing that damn woman is about as revolting as seeing my reflection smiling back at me in the mirror, maybe I do have to talk to her. She and I are the same kind of person, and she can even be considered a person, that is. That's one whole of a bunch of mysteries floating around her. But she's much stronger than me. Maybe she'll be able to protect Teresa. No, she has to. Otherwise, I know what I said. No one could just watch from the sidelines. There could be no bystanders. And yet, I still wanted to escape from the war. From Babel, from W, and from Her Majesty. So I ran. What a hypocrite. Do I regret it? Maybe. But even if I stayed there, I wouldn't have been able to accomplish anything. 5:58 a.m. Light drizzle. Northernmost outskirts of Kazdal. Mercenary camp at the edge of the war zone. A few months after leaving Babel. This intel. Come on, say something. You're normally pretty glib. What's there to talk about? Why are you throwing a question back at me? This deadlock has been dragging on for ages. Do you think the scales will tip out overnight? What the hell happened these last 6 months? Aren't things moving way too quickly? We all know something went wrong. But as to exactly where, nobody knows. I guess I shouldn't say nobody. Her Majesty and the people around her. That never should have happened to them. That's what we all think. But right now, what about us? Will the same thing happen to us? Too soon. This war ended too quickly. Up until last month, we were still working our contract with Babel. Then they went quiet. We stopped getting any news. Everyone knew which side we were on, and it's not like we were even ready to leave. If that's really the end of things, we have nowhere to run. Tell the messenger to start pulling contracts and see what intel we can dig up. Maybe we'll have to return to the real battlefield. I also figured that day was coming. We all knew it deep down, didn't we? If we really wanted to wash our hands of the whole thing, we wouldn't have agreed to work with them in the first place. We could have left on our own, crossed Lake Valendan, and made a killing somewhere else. And as I stop, it'd be even harder for us to pull out of there. Too easy to get lost in that warmth. We'd get drunk on it. Maybe we should just abandon Babel and take our people away. You still have that same old problem. You're getting sentimental again. I can't tell you how long, but it feels like it's been ages since I made a good decision that actually helped us. Maybe we really don't belong on the battlefield anymore. Enough of that. Which one of us is the sarcasm here? Is there a single other place on Terra, like even a wooden shed over our heads, that can handle a bunch of bloodstained sarcasm? Don't always blame yourself. We all share the burden. Also, looking back, I can say that you made the right decision to take in W. She's made a lot of money for us, and offed a lot of people. Hope so. W, is she still alive? I don't think she'd die so easily. She spent a decent amount of time with Her Majesty as well. Who knows, maybe she learned a thing or two. We need to get a grasp, quick, of the situation in Castle right now. If we could find her again, things might get a little easier. Do we really need her to back us up? Fine. What a damn shame. She says that, but I bet she's curious about what happened to W. There you are. Ugh, you sure know how to run. You look dead inside. I heard what you've been up to lately, W.
Then you should also know that you're the last one.
You're right. As you can see, a lot of people died in this battle. All you're doing at this point is running up the score. The way I see things, anyone who isn't dead yet has done a lot more than you ever have. Shut up. Do you need another reminder? Teresa's dead. All of Casdal, all of Terra will know that Casdal has a new king. But that was just a decapitation strike. A lot of your core operators are still alive. Like that commander of yours who never showed up again. They made the right call. His Majesty didn't completely annihilate you because he wants to put a stop to the chaos. Casdal needs him to pave a new path forward. But what about you? Who are you to lecture anyone about right or wrong? Of course you won't say it, but I know that's what you're thinking. And while you're thinking, you're trying to erase all of those faces from your memory one by one. After all, you're just here to vent. Just a petty little mercenary, drowning in her worthless revenge. You can't beat anyone. I can definitely beat you. Pretty easily, too. Killing me doesn't prove anything. All you do is run your mouth. Are you trying to read my mind or just getting some last words out before you die? A bit of both, I won't deny that. Ever since I almost choked on the blood of my friends, I haven't been able to hold a weapon. We've all bled, splattered it across Babel's palace. What you've seen, I've seen so much more. But since you found me, I guess my fate is sealed. I know. Save your breath. To be honest, I just kind of want to kill you. Call it a little relief from the stress of unemployment. I've really underestimated you, psycho. Can you really pull that trigger without any anger behind it? Or are you so far gone that you don't even feel anything? You're alone now. How many of our people do you plan to hunt down? Don't you realize you're not even thinking about Her Majesty Teresa? You're helping him silence us, and... Will you shut it already? I thought you wanted to die. If you ran back to your little regent, do you really think I could butcher my way through Castle and drag all of you out one by one? But you won't. None of you will. When you people killed her, you knew that you'd never be able to return to Castle again. You'll never be able to go back to the way things were before. Nobody who actually saw what she looked like would have been able to keep cool, except for those real monsters.
So you're all waiting for one special person. Me, your executioner. I'm here to finally set you free. And I'm doing it for free too. How great is that?
Self-righteous lunatic. But what you said is true. We stained our hands with our blood. But even then, You never should have called that man His Majesty. Teresa's the only one who gets that title.
You might have lived to speak a few more words. I hope the usurper isn't rushed to getting fitted for a crown. I mean, he'll be losing his head in a minute here. It'd be such a waste.
Just wait till Teresa.
Teresa.
If you don't surrender, you get other mercs on you. Next time you'll be the prey.
Well, look who it is. I thought you two left Castle ages ago. Long time no see.
Compared to how long this war has been going on, it was a weekend getaway. But I can't believe how you've grown.
I spooked you? Your hands are shaking.
Just a little rusty.
Our intel did say you'd be alone here.
But we're almost 200 kilometers out from Taba.
What do you plan to do with that rickety corpse of yours? Or have you been dragging yourself around like this for months all alone? It wasn't that hard, but I guess there is a lot of stuff that's a pain in the ass to do by myself. Like if you're rushing to patch yourself up, you could suddenly find your infection getting a lot worse. It's whatever, as long as I don't die. And I don't die easy. But that tower looks familiar. Where are we?
Here, we're on the western battle zone. The coordinates are... Oh right, this is where W died. And where you joined us.
This place has been blasted into ruins. What, were you feeling nostalgic? Do I look like the nostalgic type? My last target just happened to run over here. I know you two came for a reason, just like last time. Let's cut to the chase.
The region has united all of Castel's armed forces. The remaining mercenaries will also be united to form a real standing army to be sent to all throughout Terra.
What a busybody.
It's understandable. Unless the big shots in Victoria and Laterano are useless pieces of shit with butter for brains, nobody's just gonna sit back and let Castel rebuild after reunification.
Maybe we can borrow a few of the folks here and stir up some unrest again.
Bad idea, even if you're trying to get revenge.
Don't forget how many of our people with us now fought side by side with Teresa.
Sarkaz mercenaries like us never really had a dog in the fight. Most people don't like thinking, they just need someone to give them orders.
So if all the Sarkaz will listen to the regent, then he's won. Ness, did it hurt when you carved your horns to look all sarcasy? Did they bleed?
No.
Then your little disguise isn't even skin deep. Keep playing the sarcasm and you're gonna get yourself killed. Thanks for the concern. I can hardly contain my bile. I'm just not in the mood to hear yourself calling yourself a sarcasm right now. I decided to go down this path and it's the only one I can follow at this point.
W. Since Her Majesty Teresa disappeared, Castel has changed a lot. Completely turned on its head. Most Sarkaz don't have a choice, not to mention it's also a tempting proposition for many others.
So let me guess, because you didn't have time to make it out, you accepted the murderer's proposal.
We'd be a bunch of icy stiffs if we didn't.
Looks like I'm not going to be able to change your mind. I'm not as cruel as you used to be. Why don't we let our swords do the talking for old time's sake?
Slow up a minute. You might be interested in what I have to say next. We're not going back to Castel. We're headed to Ursus.
Now that's a surprise. You should have said that earlier. I was this close to killing you. But you got my attention. Let's talk, Captain Hodor.
Just outside Castel, there are some infected uprisings. They're paying top dollar for mercs, and the regent is looking to manipulate some of the infected for his own goals. The power of the infected? But most of their forces are still up in the frozen land of Ursus. And the regent's not interested in the dilapidated. I probably said that wrong. Vacant throne of Castel anymore. He's got his eye on someplace else. The so-called reunion movement is gathering the oppressed and downtrodden of all races. It's a fine piece to put in play for the next required step.
Oh, is that why she joined the reunion?
So nobody would get suspicious if we joined this reunion movement and left Castle far, far behind. And then what? We'll take things one step at a time, W. You already know what I want, and I also know what you want.
You're right. That does sound like a better move. I am after a real monster here after all. And the old woman disappeared too. Maybe there really is no more reason to stay in Castle. But I'm not letting you two run the show this time. There's things that I want to do. Choices I want to make for myself. That cool with you?
The Regent will send someone to muster the mercenary army. If it's just between our little group here, that's fine. We will help you.
Don't worry. I've always been good at coping with my boss.
Alright then. Welcome back, W. What a surprising turn of events.
Getting away from Castle, huh?
W has changed a lot. She should have her own ideas now. I pushed Inez down this path too, but she's stronger than I expected. As for me, the one that was talking was Hodor. Oops. As for me, occasionally, if you climb up somewhere high and look down, you can see the plumes of smoke rising from Castle. Castle. Maybe I'm the one who wants to escape from this place the most.
The battle has begun. Be careful, everyone.
Okay. Gotta unlock that.
In position. Thrust.
Wait, I need to think.
Artilleryman in position.
Any orders for me?
No. Not a good idea right now.
Everyone, follow me. Stay calm.
Oh boy.
Got a problem that needs solved. This will keep you quiet. On standby. Ready for action.
No, that's not what I want.
Need some fire to turn. Burn him up!
Orchid, ready to move.
Actually,
Go
no.
ahead.
Maybe that wasn't a good idea. Should be fine, actually.
No, one step backward. No need to panic.
Ooh!
Nope, I'm not scared.
Go ahead.
I will protect everyone. Support incoming.
It's okay, it's okay.
Hey, hey.
Think I got this.
Freeze! Need some fire to turn up mode? Fire! Here I am!
Still okay. We're still okay. Oh no.
Gather up, my rats. Leave it to us.
We're still okay. Uh-oh. No!
Just as planned.
Any orders for me?
Understood.
Come on, heal faster.
Let me do it. Here's something yummy for you.
I see them. Bad luck. You ran into me.
Oh, there we go. Whew. That was stressful. What happened to Babel? Any sarcasm in contact with Her Majesty Teresa at the time would have asked this question. W definitely saw the truth, but she said nothing during the long journey. I didn't ask, and neither did Inez, but I think she's closer to the truth than I am. Before I knew it, I found myself trailing behind everyone else. Of course. Yes, it'll be fine. I'll keep contact with the other teams. By your command. Phew. Guys, it looks like we'll be stationed here for a while. What happened? The scouts spotted a catastrophe brewing with no catastrophe messengers nearby. We should stay as far away as possible just in case. We can't risk it no matter what. A catastrophe, huh? It's rare to see one raging in the wilderness. But we have plenty of experience dealing with Iridium in Kazdil, so no need to panic. Where's W? She's with our team. Need her for something? I'm not sure. She's changed a lot. Do you think her personality would change that much just because Teresa is gone? She's too calm. It's unlike her. But when we found her on the battlefield earlier, she still had that cynical, sarcastic expression. If anything, she's only gotten worse. That's odd. I never thought you'd be perceptive enough to pick up on these subtle warning signs. Save the jabs. If W is being quiet, that warning sign's far from subtle. Oh. It's here, the catastrophe. Look, the clouds are converging on the other side of the mountain, and the air pressure has changed drastically. Is that a catastrophe cloud? It might not be safe to station here given the size of that thing. Notify all our forces to retreat 50 kilometers along our original route. Fine, W, make it quick. I don't take orders from you. You know, the feeling W gives off now is just like that thing. W, what are you doing? The wind is so strong here. I'm enjoying the catastrophe. What else? Are you insane? What'd you say? I can't hear you. I forgot you were always a lunatic. Don't get the sarcasm on your team killed with you. I already told them to evacuate with Hodor. I'm not stupid. W, I'm telling you, be careful, damn it. You're the one who should stay back. You're not gonna make it if you fall down there. And you think you will? If you don't want to die, get your ass back here. What the hell are you two doing? Ask her. She insists on clinging to me. Fortunately, we didn't lose anyone from W's team. Otherwise, we'd get court-martialed long before we get to rejoin reunion. Let's all head back and rest first, then wait for the news.
What's wrong with fighting during a catastrophe? Are you afraid of the storm or of oropathy?
I'd just rather not die an early death.
Let's get ourselves ready. It'll be a real special experience.
She really has gone insane ever since. I mean, she was insane, but she just got worse once Teresa died. Inez. What? I'm not upset. It's not like we're a couple of ordinary kids you have to break apart. I could say that W did a good job taking care of her team. Rare to hear you say that. Say what? I have no idea if she's just a lunatic or she's... God damn it. She's no damn storm cloud. She's the catastrophe. Swears. They didn't even bother writing it out. You're in a good mood.
Of course. There's some news, but you don't get to hear it until we're out of this trash heap of a country.
That can't be why you set our rendezvous point right under a catastrophe, right? Are you trying to get me killed?
Hey, don't put it that way. Do you know what the biggest perk of being a lunatic is?
I'm not sure I want to know, but I already have a pretty good idea just from following you, boss.
That's right. It's this. The crazier shit you do, the less others question you.
Ugh.
The Rhodes Island already left Castle, right?
To be specific, we don't have any reports of a landship that big getting taken in by Teresa's.
Good enough. So we do have a lead after all.
We have more and more fresh faces on the team, but I feel better knowing that I left Casdell. Oh wait, this is Hodor talking. Among those traveling with me are both friends and enemies, but it's always been volatile like that. Mercenaries don't care too much about the past because for our kind, life and death are easy come and easy go. Maybe because the war ended too quickly, we immediately plunged first into the next battle without ever tasting a moment of peace. This kind of hope could just be another poison. Since the beginning, we've always needed war and conflict to ease this balance. W is the best example of this. She's long become drunk on it.
Ah, welcome, warriors from afar.
War has never been something that can be avoided. I've always known that, of course, but at that moment I truly realized it. War has permeated every corner of this world. It always has, ever since the first sentient thing was born. And we will become mired in it again. Okay, I think that'll be it for today. I played around, an hour or so of this. The DM6 was actually a lot harder than I thought. It didn't help that my mouse is a little slow for some reason, but hopefully that won't happen again in the future. In any case, I hope you enjoyed me reading and going through this Intermezzi. For the first Intermezzi that I've ever played, it's actually a lot better than I thought. I was certain of that in the beginning too, but as I continue on, the story is getting a lot darker and it's actually answering a lot of the questions I had when I was playing the main story, like who W is, why does she know Rhodes Islands, or at least the doctor. And it does make me wonder what exactly happened with Teresa and her death, which is why W seemed to actually I can't tell if she dislikes the doctor for whatever happened or if it's something else. That's something that I'm quite curious about, and I'm wondering if we're going to get answers to that in the last part of Darknights Memoir. Hopefully I'm already past halfway, I hope. But if not, then that's fine too. But in any case, I hope you enjoyed watching me play it. And if you're watching this on YouTube, then make sure to give it a like, comment down below, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you guys in the next stream. Bye!